What's up, guys? It's your boy Dust. MD Arsenal, 4th anniversary. We call this a side quest. We're here with Michael from Boss Suppressors. First and foremost, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
That's good. That's
Good to see you. It's been forever.
Yeah, I know. It's been so long. What does Boss stand for?
I'm glad you asked, because very few people understand it's actually an acronym. It stands for Black Ops Suppression Systems.
That's snazzy. I like that. That's real snazzy. All right, man. You got your table set up. I see a bunch of stuff here. Just start laying it on me. No Diddy.
All right. So our company started, our brand started about 2.5 years ago when we connected the dots on an idea that was inspired by Nikola Tesla and his one-way flow valve. And it's actually, you can see a picture of it here in this article in Guns and Ammo. And it's an idea that a lot of people in the silencer world have had for a long time, but have never been able to make it work in a practical sense. And we made it work, and it does work. And the result is, when we use our Tesla-inspired baffle technology, it's just super efficient. So we cram a lot of sound suppression in a very small package. So like our first model, the Guillotine, it's 1.5 inches by 6 inches, and it punches way above its weight class on this particular can. It outperforms a lot of cans that are much larger. That was our first design, and we applied that to all of our high pressure models. So our Chairman 30 cal flagship, and then our giant Camacho 338, and then our Top Shot PRS silencer all use the same technology. And to a lesser extent, our El Jefe rimfire uses a version of it. It's a little different because this has to be self-serviceable, but it's still very much similar to all these. Well, we ran that for about 2 years, and while we were selling those, we were trying to develop a 9mm baffle design, because you can't really use the Tesla design for 9mm subs. So it took us about 1.5 years to figure it out, but the result is our Commander 9mm, and that is a completely different technology that's inspired by jet engine bells, like on like a spaceship. You see like the jet engine.
Yeah.
Only in reverse. So it actually takes the high-speed gases and then slows them down through diffusion, and that's what we call it, jet diffusion baffles. So that's our newest line on our 9mm, and then we're going to be applying it to our Executive 46 caliber as well, and that's optimized for subsonic rounds, handgun rounds, things like 9mm, things like that.
Sweet. So it's essentially a multi-cal can.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
And it is now, but it'll perform even better once we upgrade it.
All right.
But the biggest news really for us that differentiates our brand from most other brands is how we've really chosen to utilize 3D printing technology. So a lot of the companies that you see, I mean, even just some on the shelf, they 3D print the entire silencer. In some instances, that makes it completely unserviceable. And in best cases, it's serviceable, but you have to do some pretty serious surgery in order to fix it.
Yeah.
Right? So we didn't like that, and we didn't want to have to tell our customers no, or we can't do that, or any bad news at all. So what we do is we took our baffle technology, and we now have it 3D printed. So this is 11 different baffles,
which is super nice.
And now it's just one piece. So
Yep.
the result is it's stronger, it's a little bit lighter, which is actually unintended consequence. We were able to add some geometry that you can only get through 3D printing, which is really cool. But the best part is that it's 100% serviceable. So if we ever have to service this, we put it back to the condition it was when we made it the first day.
Which is fair enough, which is super good. Now the next question is, are these lifetime warranty?
All of our products have a lifetime warranty. So
we like that. Guys, we like that. We all know I destroy things. And there's a few of you guys out there that destroy things too, which is super cool. If you guys take a look in here, all right, if you guys see offset ports, which you call it...
We call them vents.
Vents.
But they're ports, vents, and yeah.
Which the baffles are stacked up. You have the offset ports, which go through each and every single baffle, and then it bleeds out through here, which is absolutely insane. This thing is like a crayon. You guys remember the chalk from back in the day where you used to write on sidewalk chalk? That's what it is, sidewalk chalk, which is super sick. So instead of, like you said, this is one piece. So picture you guys shooting, for those who destroy things, you get a baffle strike, right? Now you have to talk to the suppressor company, and they're like, all right, send it in, and then they change one baffle. Or end cap. This whole thing is getting changed out. Tube stays, If the tube's not damaged, they press this out or do whatever they do with it, and you end up getting a new one, which is lifetime warranty, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And this is the tool.
This is the
I believe.
This is the end cap
tool,
So
which
this is and a version of this comes with every silencer.
Yeah.
And all of our end caps are swappable, replaceable, interchangeable.
Which is always good.
So you can, for the multi-caliber solutions, you can put a 5.56 on other different models.
Nice.
And all the models come with like just a thinner version of this.
So you can change. Hold on, wait. Sorry, you got me with that one. I didn't. That almost went over my head. So what you're telling me is, if you have a 46 cal and that's what he's going for, the end cap multi-cal can, you can change the end cap to a 5.56, which I believe is pretty sick.
And you know, it does give you a couple of decibel reduction if you were to put this 46. We don't really recommend it.
Yeah.
We recommend getting as close to your intended caliber as possible.
Yeah.
But you can now this is essentially more functional as a 5.56 can, even though it's a 46 caliber can. And you certainly can do that.
Fair enough. Now, as far as threading and lockup and all that good stuff, what do you guys have going on for that, like for muzzle devices?
So the one thing we've always tried to do is we've tried to make our silencers as easy to buy and work with as possible.
Yeah.
So all of our models, except for our rimfire, obviously, everything we have is hub compatible. So they include a direct thread mount, kind of like that, where it's very low profile, flush, with flats for a spanner wrench, and that comes with every model that we ship. But you don't have to use it. You can actually use, like as an example, this is a Silent Circle ASR mount that we use just because it's what we had.
Yeah.
But you can use Chemo, Griffin, Cherry Bomb. You can use YHM system. Anybody's system that works that you like, you can use it.
Which is nice.
And we don't lock you into any system. We just want you to be able to have our suppression technology.
Which is super nice. That's super good. See, that's why you gotta love companies that genuinely care for the people. And no disrespect to anybody, sometimes this proprietary stuff gets a little out of hand. Having somebody buy your can, and then you're like, all right, I gotta get a muzzle device. And then, if you guys ever taken off muzzle devices, especially ones that have been on for a long time, that's a whole situation in itself. Shout out Fish. Moving forward, what is this about?
That's a good question. So, I used to shoot precision rifle series, long-range precision rifle competitions. My brother was a co-founder of the company. He's an active PRS shooter.
Nice.
And we're very supportive of PRS, and it's really, from a personal standpoint, it's our favorite thing to do. I'm a little old and busted now, and I can't do PRS anymore, but I love going to the events, and I love participating and supporting. A couple years ago, we were at K&M in Tennessee, which is one of the most, the most premier PRS facilities in the country. Shannon Kay, who's the owner of it, he's a champion PRS shooter, and he said, hey, why don't you make a silencer that can actually be useful for PRS, that adds some muzzle control. So we thought about it and we're like, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. So we designed a completely new ground up silencer using similar technology, but focused on muzzle control, while taking away a lot of the concussion that you get from having a very aggressive muzzle brake.
Yeah.
So if you've ever shot a muzzle brake, especially in a range, you know what happens to you. It's like, and imagine shooting hundreds of rounds a day and doing that as your sport. After a while, even with multiple ear pro, it really messes up your head a little bit. So suppressors are becoming more popular. In fact, there's a new suppressor-only category in PRS, and the brake gives you maximum muzzle control while still while actually taking most of that concussion away from your head. So we don't advertise this as a quiet silencer, but it does what it's supposed to do, specifically in competition. So that's what this brake, and it's self-timing. So once
I was just gonna ask you that.
Yep. So once you get the silencer mounted, you basically just clock this how you want, and then lock it down, and then
tighten it up,
and it's good. The cool part is we also offer this brake as an end cap option for our 30 caliber line. So if you want to run, like, even if you're not doing competition, but you want to do really like long range hunting, where you need to be able to do a quick follow up shot and you want to stay on target, if and you're really zoomed in, you can get these brake caps for our 30 caliber line, both the long and the short. And you sacrifice a little bit of sound performance, but you gain a lot of muzzle control.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Follow up shots are very important, guys.
Exactly.
when you're shooting 800, 900, 1,000 yards, and you need that follow-up shot, especially if it's windy. Shout out Forrest. You got it. Rack that bolt back. You need that. You got to get back in it fast, fast, fast. That is for a whole nother story. You guys know I love long range. So, all right. So we went over that. What is going on with this? The guy that she tells you not to worry about.
This is the one she says not to worry about.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen Idiocracy, the movie, and President Camacho,
Yeah.
and how over the top and ridiculous his character is, I present to you the Boss Silencer's Camacho. This is a 338 rated can, but it is 9.5 inches long, 1.75 inches in diameter, and it is the quietest thing you'll ever hear on 300 Blackout. Without question. If you know of one that's this big or smaller and you think it's quieter, let's find out, because I don't think so.
Like that, willing to go head to head with these things. I like that. That's the FAFO. We live by that. Effing around and finding out. Being good. We got people here. All right. Yeah. So, okay, we went through the 22 can. We got the Camacho. This is the Guillotine. We went through the Commander SWAT and the 46 cal can.
Yep.
All right.
The Executive 46.
The Executive 46 cal. They make a can with a break on it, which is sick because, I mean, shooting with the can is lovely anyway. I like shooting a break only when I'm next to Dudley.
This one's called the Top Shot.
Top shelf.
Top Shot.
Top Shot. This thing is pretty sick. And then you got the Hefe. This is you.
That's everybody's favorite.
Should tell you not to worry about that guy. They're just friends. Because this is you. Just kidding. All right, man. So now I'm going to ask the golden question. We're here at MD Arsenal. Is it cool if I take these firearms and go test them with the suppressors?
That's why we came here. I want you to.
Sweet. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm not gonna take too much of his time. I'm gonna steal everything on this table, and we're gonna take it to the lanes. We'll see you guys in a few. Ha! What up, guys? We're in the lanes. We got some toys. Boss cans. We just talked to him. We're gonna try them out. You know, I gotta have my beta here with the RC2. Another 5.56 setup. This is the Guillotine, Camacho, 300 Blackout, the Commander. Yep, the Commander SWAT. Get some shots off the RC2. All you carry handle boys, don't get excited. Please, don't get excited. It's not that serious about these carry handles. All you guys get crazy about it. I don't care what you say. Drop a comment below. Be mad. I don't care. Carry handles are not it. Leave it in the past. Hashtag Jake. It's definitely more quiet. I kind of like this can. We're going to get back to that. We're just running through test. This is the 300 Blackout. Let's see if this optic is on. I'm running subs, stealth. I think it's stealth ammo, 220 grain. Oh, you got a Lantac bolt in there. That's nice. That's snazzy. It's kind of what I expected from 300 Blackout. It's super quiet. It is gassy, but there's always ways to fix that. That's on the back end. We're not testing guns. We're testing cans. That thing is pretty quiet. Back to this 5.56 stuff. So there's a bunch of reviews on this. A bunch of people have done it. I've never met them before. Honestly, I've never even heard of Boss cans before. And it's an acronym for something. It's a pretty good acronym.
For Black Ops Suppression Systems.
But, you know, the way my mind works. Now to the RC2. Let's get back to this RC2. There's a major difference between the RC2 and the Guillotine. You hear it. I hear it. And we're indoors. There's a massive, massive difference. Can The guillotine isn't bad. It's definitely not bad. And for the price point, you definitely can't beat it. That's another thing. Let me get right. Let me see what we got going on here. It's nice. It's nice. Like I said, don't worry about the malfunctions. These are demo firearms. Does not matter. It's all about the can. And that can is way quieter than the RC2. For sure. Can it withstand the beating that an RC2 can take? I'm not sure about that. We're going to have to find out. We'll find out. The RC2 is a tank. That's why I got it. I break stuff. I go through it. It doesn't even matter. You know? So, as far as the 300 blackout can, running 220 subs, this thing is pretty solid too. It's super dope. You want to shoot?
Of course.
Come on. Come on.
What's this? What's this? 300 blackout?
Yep. If you guys don't know who that is, that's Lou. Sweet Lou cleans no man's poo. Let me tell you something.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Is that boss can?
Yeah, it's the boss can. It's called the Camacho.
I mean, it ain't the shortest thing, but
It is not the shortest can.
got a good tone, though.
It does.
Yeah, that's
If
nice.
people weren't here, I would definitely take off my ears and see where it's at.
That's definitely here to say. You can tell that.
I would, but I'm not going to do that right now. It'd be pretty bad. I'd be hurt. I'd be hurt. You want to shoot the MP5?
You know I don't like 9mm. It's
All
weird.
right, fair enough.
It's weird.
It is.
I like it, though. I like the 300
is.
blackout. You know, that's the home school. That's the home defense gun.
It is. It is. This is
About with this guy's person or whatever. I need help.
let's play with the MP5. The MP5 is nostalgia. The MP5 has been around for so long. It is at this point. Can we all agree that it's kind of ridiculous? Like it's been around forever.
College.
Yeah, yo, it's insane. It is insane. And as far as the SD ones, I think there's not an SD out there that's quieter than it. That's just my opinion, so don't get mad. All right, let's play. Let's play. Oh. We got some subs. We got subs.
Wow.
They're quiet.
Yes, they're
Those are
super
nice.
quiet.
With the 5.56, you can shoot
Shoot
it.
Here's the 5.56.
Yep.
Let me try this 5.56.
Yeah, you just gotta charge it up. It's the Boss Guillotine.
Okay.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah. No, that's not bad for 4.556.
mic.
This is my other, that's my setup. I'm gonna mic you up real quick just because. All right. That's,
Good Lord, man. Why is it so heavy?
yeah, she's a pig. What do you want me to do?
RC2, right?
RC2 is definitely way louder.
Yeah, definitely
It's way
louder.
loud.
I mean, you know what the RC2 is.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
it's a tank,
RC2
but-
is the way that setup is built. It's built for the RC2.
Yeah.
It is a pig. You could throw that gun. You could do whatever, and nothing's gonna happen. That's just the way I have
Yeah.
it set up.
Plus, you get a little bit more gas out the RC2, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
So that, even though it's on a host gun, you can tell that's definitely a quieter can. But like I say, I don't know the boss's legacy.
Me neither.
But the RC2, you know what you're gonna get. But for the price point, you buying two of those.
You can
probably
get
for the same price.
two bosses
Yeah, two
for the
bosses.
price of one.
If you got a lot of rifles like I do,
It works out.
Makes
Dedicated
sense.
cans,
there you go. No, nice.
and it's quiet. The only thing that's left is to find out how much of an ass whooping these things could take, which that's gonna be another time. We're gonna see if we could get these cans in, so I could probably just beat on it, you know, because I like that. But yeah, the Boss cans, they're not bad. They're not bad, guys. I would personally recommend check them out for sure. Check them out. They're super dope. You heard it here from me. Once again, super subjective, but once you heard it with the RC2, it's quieter than the RC2. Doesn't say a lot, but it is what it is. We'll see you guys in a few.
Crystal brand or Emerald?